So we're on our way to Tamul Waterfalls, and we were just going to do a quick stop here in Queretaro.
Queretaro.
Okay. We were looking on iOverlander, and we read about someone that had taken the journey that we're planning to take, not even in a van, but on a motorbike, and just had to come meet him. Sergio Gonzalez.
That's right.
Thank you so much for hosting us. First of all, it's been incredible, and thanks for taking time to chat with us about your adventure and what your experience was.
Well, thank you, Cal and Masha. It's my pleasure, definitely. I like to travel, so that's why I like to have people they doing the same thing. I believe that the people travel and looking for something else in life.
Yeah,
they're good people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you'll agree with this, that the connections that you make on the road can build faster and deeper roots than those just in passing and day to day. You agree?
Yeah, I agree. My family and I we like to travel still, but we always say, hey, why we travel? We better receive the travelers. So you travel by free without moving.
Yeah.
But
the travel comes to you.
Yeah, the travel comes to me.
Well, we're happy to bring the travel to you.
Thank you
so much.
No, thank you.
The accommodation has been great. But I did want to ask you just some questions about your journey through Central and South America.
Sure.
Okay, so let's just do the basics. Where'd you start? Where'd you end? How'd you get back?
I start from this city, Querétaro, in the 2008. I start my trip. I used to live like 3 blocks from here. This is my neighborhood. I grew up here, and I start from my department. I say, I'm gonna do this. I have to do this, and I started in 2008, and I finished my trip in the end of the beginning of the 2010, probably around that. I'm not good with dates, but
yeah,
it was like a 14 to 16 months trip.
So you started here.
Yes.
And then you made your way down through Central America.
Central America, across the Darien.
Yeah. And did you ship your vehicle, or?
Yeah, we've been looking for a few options, but you're not sure about that because sometimes they don't answer back. But when we hit the Panama, when we was in Panama, we have to go to Colón. That's the main port.
Yeah.
Shipping. So we get there to the Pier 3, and it was very good, very hard experience because it's a very dangerous city.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, in Central America, probably one of the most dangerous cities.
Yeah.
We don't know that. We get into from Panama. It's like an hour drive. So you get to Colón. You hit Colón, and the cops come right away behind us. So what happened? We do something wrong? No. Hey,
No.
where are you going? Oh, we're going to Pier 3. Okay, follow us.
Wow.
But when we saw those cops car, all built, blinded, with protections. So my friend, oh my gosh, this is serious.
Yeah, let's follow them.
Yeah, we follow them, and they wait for us to get inside.
Oh, that's good. And so you got there, Pier 3, got to ship the van down to, the bike down to where?
We shipped the motorcycles.
Motorcycles, yeah.
To it was a friend and I. That's the one we make the arrangement because we're looking for some ship boat to go Turbo, Colombia. So it's not many. Just a few guys do that. So this guy say, okay, tomorrow in the morning, come back here and we put the motorcycles inside. This guy sent toys to Colombia from Panama. Toys. So we put the bags inside the ship.
Yeah.
It was difficult because there's no installation.
Pile a bunch of stuffed animals on top of it.
Yeah. And that's the way we did. I mean, we come back. We returned to that point Sunday. I think it was Sunday. In the morning, we put the bags, and he say, "Okay, see you in Turbo in 3 days."
Mm.
He doesn't give us any paper like if the boat drown or something, it's your problem.
Yeah.
So and we ask him how we can get to Turbo by airplane,
Yeah.
by boat,
Right.
or walking.
Yeah.
But I see you guys in 3 days in Turbo.
Right. You figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there in 3 days.
Yeah, that
Hope
was
you're there in 3 days too.
Yeah, so it was complicated because he said the best option is take an airplane from Panama City to Puerto, I forgot the name, but it's a little town between Colombia and in Panama.
Okay.
The airplane arrived in Panama, and you cross walking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little station of checkpoint. They check your papers. You come into Colombia,
Mm-hmm.
and you take another boat to another I forgot the name of that little town, and then from there to Turbo. So you take
It's a coastal town.
yes.
Okay, so they take
It's
you
the
along
coast.
the coast.
So you arrive at the coast. You take the
Yep.
boat from that point to Turbo, and another boat.
Okay.
From one point to another is like a 2-hour trip in a boat.
Did you make it 3 days?
Yes, we
You
take
did?
we take the airplane.
We made it in 2, just to make sure.
We run too fast, but the boat when we arrive there, the boat doesn't arrive yet. So
Mhm.
it was still in the travel, in the way to Turbo. But when the boat get to Turbo, we cannot get our bikes right away because it's one pier, and there was another boat on charging, taking stuff out.
Yeah.
It was enough space in the warehouse, so we need to wait for this boat get out from there, and another our boat with our bikes come into the pier. So take us 10 days to get our bikes.
Oh my God.
We see the boat with by the bay,
Yeah.
waiting for the space.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for anybody watching, if you're planning on shipping your vehicle down across the Darien Gap, leave some buffer time, some extra time to
Yes.
make sure you can get through the process.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, if you do it that way, is one option. Another option we hear about it is in the sailboat.
Sailboat.
Sailboat. Many sailboats from different parts of the world do that trip.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when in my way back, when I returned, when I was in my way back to Mexico, 16 months later, I used the sailboat.
Okay. Do you think my van will fit on a sailboat?
I don't think so.
That's got to be a big one. Yeah, like a cruise ship sailboat. So you mentioned that down in Panama, near Pier 3 area, which is a primary shipping port, was a pretty dangerous place.
Yeah, Colón.
Colón.
The city of Colón is very dangerous.
But you made it, I mean, you shipped your bike down, you got it after your 10 days, and then you made your trek down to Argentina and Patagonia. So you made it all the way down.
All the way to Ushuaia.
Right? So you saw a lot along the way.
Yeah, but a lot.
So tell me and everyone, what do you think the most dangerous country along the whole travel that you took was?
Wow, it's a tough question.
And why? You gotta give some juicy details.
Well, I just mentioned one of the dangerous is Colón.
Uh-huh.
It's very little town. The problem there is it's very easy for a kid to carry a gun.
Oh, okay.
and shoot somebody because the kid they don't take the kid to jail. So they don't it's not allowed. So people with bad intentions can hire a kid, hey, go and kill that person. And it was that when we arrived to Colon, it was somebody killed in the morning somebody, and we was afraid. I mean, and when you have a motorcycle with all your luggage, your equipment, it's more attractive for thieves to do that. So that's why I believe that city is very dangerous, and I believe every city in Central America and South America have their spot, like black spot, like danger spot.
Even like the U.S. I mean, it's the same way.
But one will be I will mention three that I really afraid. It was Honduras, San Jose Sula, San Pedro Sula, I'm sorry, and Colon, and Lima downtown, Lima in the market area. That area, I mean, no around Peru. Peru is safe. But by mistake, I get into that town
in one of the areas
very bad areas.
You don't want to go.
And I mean, I believe in God, and I think God was watching me and say, okay. So he sent me some cops around, and I start yelling because people that start surrounding me.
Yeah.
And I start feeling like somebody was pulling stuff for me, and another from inside. So when I see the cops, I say, "Hey, help!" And hey, what happened? Oh, can you take me out from here? Because there was too much people. And so that was one of the
getting a little close. They had a little bit of glint in their eye, like might do something at any moment, kind of thing.
Yes.
But yeah, I hear you. It's really about the understanding and doing your research when you're traveling, right? So making sure you understand where the safe zones are, and read up on blogs and experiences that people have, and any of the travel advisories for those certain areas that are available online. Just do your research and be safe, and kind of keep your head about you. The one big question that pops up is driving at night. That's always kind of the big taboo. Don't ever drive at night. When the sun goes down, make sure you're at a safe location. Do you agree with that advice?
Yes, I'm agree with that advice, because definitely when the things go dark, it's more difficult to see what's around you or far distant.
Sure.
And I like to drive at night. I like that, but I stopped doing it because basically when you driving, actually the holes, because Central America and some parts of in South America, they have terrible highways with holes. So at night you don't see the holes in the ground. I mean, you can go in there, you can go back.
Yeah, or the topes that are
the topes.
This high,
thousands of topes,
not painted.
Yes,
just
exactly.
in the middle of random places.
You don't see that, and that will be one of the very bad issues to drive at night. And if you have any problem with your car, you stop, you are a target for thief people. I mean, they stop, and it's easy to, okay, what are you doing? And they assault.
Right. Yep.
I just pop up. Yeah, you say pop up. The town when you hit from Colón to Colombia, Capurganá. That's the name of the city. The little town is beautiful. Actually, they have one of the most beautiful beach in Colombia.
So that's where you had to go to get on the boat to go and pick up your bikes.
You fly the airplane to Puerto Valdía, Panama, and in Puerto Valdía you feel like you are crashing with the beach, because the landing area is very near to the beach. So it's Capurganá, Puerto Valdía, and Capurganá, and Turbo. That's the main three cities. I just remember.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you got to plan that route out if you're going to go from the Pier 3 shipping and
Exactly.
make it down that route.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Okay, so we covered, you know, the stuff to watch out for, the dangerous stuff. Of course, everybody knows travel is dangerous and you got to keep your wits about you. But there's also the amazing aspects of travel. And so, what do you think that from your whole trip from Mexico through Central America down to Argentina, what was the most incredible experience you had?
Well, there are too many.
Yeah, I know. I totally hear you because they come endlessly.
Yeah, for me, when I was in my way down to Ushuaia, every morning is like something new is coming, something fresh. So for me to hit any little town and look around and see everything, it was like, wow, nice. I have another town in my checklist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you asked me about when is the best, the most incredible experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a little bit ahead. Is when I see the sign of "Welcome to Ushuaia."
Mm-hmm.
It was like, my God, I made it because in one part of my trip I started driving by myself.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, my friend and I we split from in Bolivia, and I started driving by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I arrived to the end of the world,
Yep.
Ushuaia, and see the sign.
And so for everybody that doesn't know, Ushuaia is like the arch, right? When you get to Argentina, at the point of Argentina, right?
No, Ushuaia is the last town in the south.
Last town in the south.
Yeah,
it's in Argentina.
It's in Argentina. Yeah.
And that's kind of like the end point for the Pan American.
Yeah,
highway.
it's another little village.
Yeah.
But the main city and everything is right there.
But that's like when you've made it.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
you got through it.
when
You're in
that
one piece.
exactly.
Yeah.
So when you see the welcome city sign
Uh-huh.
and the lights and you're right, it's just like, oh my God, because the last moment it was too cold and windy and to get there you don't want to stop, you just keep driving. I feel my arms frozen, you know, like the wind and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see the sun and you stop by the side, it's like that was my nirvana.
Your euphoric moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. All that cold went away. Your body.
Yeah,
filled
you forgot
with, filled
everything,
with
all the
warmth.
suffering. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just elated. Oh, I can imagine, and I can't wait because that's exactly what we're planning on doing is getting down to the point of Argentina and visiting Patagonia as kind of the pinnacle of the trip, and I can't wait to feel that nirvana that you felt.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know the word in English. Es muy satisfactorio.
Mhm.
Satisfaction
Yeah.
to the top. It's just like,
Yeah,
oh.
because there's so many combinations of emotions.
Yeah.
There's pride, there's satisfaction, there's nostalgia from the trip that you just took. The memories kind of all flood back, and it just kind of coagulates into this one, just amazing feeling. I can just imagine.
Yes, exactly. And I hear some travelers. I went to South America. How long you was there? Well, I did the trip in 3 months. You don't see nothing in 3 months, right? In 4 months, you don't see nothing. Actually, I feel like I need to go back because some areas I just passed through.
Yeah.
And in motorcycle is or you watch the beauty or you watch the road.
Mm-hmm.
You have two options.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to enjoy your trip. I mean, little by little. I mean, if you have make longer, it's much better,
Mm-hmm.
from my opinion. And I wish now all my life changed because this trip, because I met my beautiful wife
Mm-hmm.
in Colombia, and now my family, my 3 kids, 1 in the way,
Mhm.
4. We wanna see more in family,
Mm-hmm.
and that will be much. A different experience, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why you bring the travel to you,
Exactly.
right? But then still exploring some hobbies that you have, such as photography, which we automatically connected with right away. And I saw some of your pictures, just some incredible sports photography, action photography, some really great portraiture. I encourage everybody to go check out. It's Yucca Photos.
Yucca
Instagram,
Photos,
right?
yeah. Mm.
I'll put it right down here on the bottom screen, so you can go check it out. But it's just some really cool stuff, really amazing stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So I have one more question for you. For everybody out there that's planning on doing this trip, no matter where they're from, what is the #1 recommendation that you can give them?
The #1 recommendation, make the first mile,
Do the first mile.
get in your car and don't look back and just keep going. That's when you start a trip.
Yeah.
The first step with the first mileage, with the first kilometro. Because if you postpone, you will say, oh my gosh, I should do this before. So jump in your car and do your first mile, kilometer.
Whatever. Hey, doesn't matter. We got viewers from everywhere.
Exactly. That will be
first meter, first foot, first inch.
first step. Primer paso.
Yes.
All the greatest trips in the world by any kind of exploring guy or person start with the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yep. Sergio, thank you, my man,
No
for
problem.
everything,
No, my
for
pleasure.
hosting, for sitting with us for a while and
my
telling us
pleasure.
about your experience. You are a scholar, a gentleman, and an adventurer, and we so appreciate you.
No, thank you you guys for being here in my house.
Of course.
Nice to see you.